no. Ugh.
Hello, Go Fight Pal fans. Mr. Beefy here. It is time to start the second round of the tournament. I'll try and see if I can find a way to show you what the bracket looks like. But the first match of the night here is going to be Scrapyard Dog versus Disturbed Youth. So there's Scrapyard. There's Disturbed. Scrapyard will be green, Disturbed red. Let's roll for initiative. Alright, and Disturbed Youth rolled his fast forward. So Scrapyard Dog's got to survive his pop, which he does. Disturbed takes over on offense and rolls his finisher to Disturbed Death Drop, which has an odd number, which Scrapyard survives. Back suplex. Scrapyard Dog reverses the back suplex, and they struggle with a rumble rating. Scrapyard Dog gets a 9, and Disturbed Youth gets a 6. So Scrapyard Dog gets a deck of heck card. Alright, so he can nullify a finisher in the future if he needs to. And another rumble rating, which Scrapyard wins again handedly. Oh. Clean break. Any cards held are null and void. Alright. Oh, wait. So he rolled a 3, which is a heap. So Disturbed Youth needs to avoid a 5 or a 2. And he does. A shoulder breaker, which is blocked. The heap. Disturbed Youth survives the finisher. Ham bone right cross might knock out Disturbed Youth. He survives. Ham bone right cross. If it worked once, it might work again. Youth reverses it. And they struggle. It's a rumble rating. And Scrapyard Dog is just manhandling them. Alright. So that's a card he can use if he survives a finisher. Howling Headbutt. Oh, and that is Disturbed Youth's pop. Does he survive? And he does. Scrapyard Dog continues on the positive. He goes for another headbutt. And Disturbed Youth rolled his pop again. He needs to avoid rolling a 2 here. He does. Shoulder breaker. Hits. Another howling headbutt. It hits. Shoulder breaker. Might win with shoulder breaker. He survives. It's a rumble rating. 5 for there. Disturbed Youth takes over on positive. Goes for a back suplex. That Scrapyard Dog blocks. Another rumble rating. 4 and a 4. It was a tie, so Disturbed Youth continues on positive. Back suplex. Dodge by Scrapyard. A spike leg drop, which is reversed. And it's a struggle. Disturbed Youth has 8, 4, so Disturbed Youth gets a card. Disturbed Death Drop. So Scrapyard Dog needs to avoid rolling an odd number, and he does not. So he's got a power play of 4, and he rolls it. So he survived, and he's going to use his Haymaker card. Roll after surviving a finisher attempt. Roll 2d6. So if Scrapyard Dog rolls a 1 and a 2 here, and he does not get it. Haymaker did not work. Alright. So Disturbed Youth will continue. Back suplex. And it's blocked. A lariat. And it hits. Another disturbed death drop. And he rolls an odd. Scrapyard Dog needs a 4 again to stay in the fight. And he does not get it. So Disturbed Youth is the first to move on past the second round. All right, and here we are, ready for the next match. Road Crash X versus Black Scorpion. All right. All right, we'll give green to Black Scorpion and red to Road Crash. Let's roll for initiative. On 4, she has a special, can roll it twice. And they tie. And Road Crash wins the initiative, but he also rolled a fast forward, so that puts Black Scorpion on her pop. She's got to avoid a 2, and she does. Road Crash takes over and rolls his finisher, the Road Rash. So Black Scorpion needs to avoid rolling a 1 and a 2, and does. Another Road Rash, which rolls a 1, so she's got to roll her power play in order to stay in the fight, and she does not. So Road Crash X wins and continues in the tournament with Road Rash. That was a pretty quick one. And so we'll continue. And this is going to be Dr. Mathematico versus the Bahamas Bull. All right, there's a little bit of flavor text on there. As there is there. All right, so let's start. Let me move it up so everyone can see a little bit better. Let's roll for initiative. All right, so both fighters roll their fast forward. So think of this as both fighters come out of the gate, have both throw a haymaker, and they both connect. So both are going to be rolling their pop here. Dr. Mathematico needs to avoid a 5. Bahamas Bull needs to avoid a 1. Bahamas Bull hits his pop. Dr. Mathematico survives. So now Bahamas Bull needs to roll a 5 to stay in the fight with his power play. And he does not get it. And so Dr. Mathematico wins with a fast forward. It's almost a double knockout draw for a second. But Dr. Mathematico continues on.
It's time for the main event.
All right, it is time for the final fight of the evening. My wife's card, Tyrion versus Horseplay. She will be very upset and call foul if for some reason Tyrion does not win and she did not play, but tough noogies. All right, so let's roll for initiative. And Horseplay rolls a 4. Tyrion rolls a 5, and her fast forward is a 5, so actually Horseplay has to avoid rolling a pop of 2. Does, and Tyrion takes over on positive and hits her finisher right away. Morrigan's Revenge, finisher rating of 6. Horseplay pop 2, cannot roll a 6 or a 2, and survives. Rolls her finisher again, and he rolled her finisher rating, so he has to roll a 6 to stay in, or Tyrion will move on. Oh, he did. And she rolls her finisher again. And he rolls her finisher number, so now we're back to power play again. And he does not get it, so Tyrion moves on by slaughtering Horseplay. The wife will be happy about that. Well, that's it for this evening. Thanks for tuning in to the beginning of the second round of the tournament, and see you next time.
Ugh. I just got